my Silver Springs, blue-green colors flashing, I would be your only dream. Your shining autumn ocean crashing. And don't say that she's pretty. And did you say that she loves you? Baby, I don't wanna know. I'll begin not to love you. Turn around, see me running. I'll say I loved you years ago. Tell myself you never loved me, no. Don't say that she's pretty. And did you say that she loves you? Baby, I don't wanna know. And can you tell me, was it worth it? Baby, I don't wanna know. Time cast a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. Time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. I'll follow you down till the sound of my voice will haunt you. You'll never get away from the sound of the woman that loved you. I'll follow you down till the sound of the voice will haunt you. Was it just a fool? You'll never get away from the sound of the woman that loved you. Was it just a fool? You'll never get away, never get away, never get away. Time casts a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I could be the Silver Springs, blue-green colors flashing. Alright, world, what's up? Day 100. Whoa! Day 100 of sobriety after I spent 20 years of my life high as a kite. And
and that was a little Fleetwood Mac. Silver Springs, kind of. It was me. But what a beautiful song. And I was a kid, well, super young. My parents had a bunch of records, right? Or, like a milk crate of them. I always used to play with them, listen to them too. But Rumors was on there, and I never really spent much time with it, but I knew Fleetwood Mac. I knew all that stuff. But, in the 90s, as a 90s kid and stuff, I watched through, yo, Jack, thank you so much. Got a good job on the 100 days, man. Thank you so much for saying that. It means the world, and I'm so excited to have you here. So thank you for saying that. I'm really proud, and we did it. Triple digits. But yeah, I remember watching Silver Spring when Fleetwood Mac did a reunion, and I loved that song so much as a kid. I remember recording it on VHS so I could hear it when I got back from school a bunch. So it's a special one. It's a good one, and love that tune. So yeah, here we are. What does my body feel like? I feel a lot better than when I started this whole journey. And I think that something that has aided a lot is sleeping. I had the worst sleep. I'm sure you guys can click back, or some of you have been here the whole time and know that my insomnia was wild when I had first stopped. And I just couldn't sleep, and I think that did brain damage in itself. But as this withdrawal has been happening, as it's been getting all out of the body, out of the system for the past 100 days, the sleep has been rewiring my ability to go back to bed, or, sleep through more than just one REM cycle, and maybe 5 to 6 hours or 6 full hours, because it was really only ever 2.5 to 3, even up until 70 to 80 days of this, but I've been sleeping a lot better recently, and that's just helped me so much. Jack says, my favorite Fleetwood Mac is Never Going Back Again. That song is wild. I tried to learn that years ago on guitar, and Lindsey Buckingham is a beast. I have no idea still how he does some of his fingerstyle on that song, man. And it's true, Jack says, lack of sleep will fuck you up on so many levels. And I thought it was being cool. I think it had some type of thing, like something tied to when you're younger and you stay up late and it's kind of cool. And that just translated for so many years or something. And I just kept on, kind of going until I would pass out every night. And, I would smoke myself to sleep, but I would never embrace bedtime and want to sleep. And it's just wild. I think I realize I have to guard my sleep time and lull myself in, turn the lights off, stop snacking. Jack says it's really hard to play and sing that one at the same time. Yeah, I don't that song made me respect, well, I always had a lot of respect for Lindsey Buckingham, but that song in itself, he's doing something wild on there. And Jack, have you ever heard Buckingham Nicks by any chance? I love that. Oh, you're 37, I'm 38. That's awesome. We were right in the same groove. I still have that exact same thing. It's like you convince yourself into thinking you're gaining extra time by staying up late, right? It's maybe, is it us? Is it our generation, or does everybody experience that? Maybe it's because Beavis and Butthead was on really late when we were younger, and you're staying up and watching that on it. It's everything happened fun late. Tales from the Crypt and all these types of things. Now we can access it whenever. But, yeah, I don't know. Oh, yes. Please check that out, Jack. I don't know. It was off of streaming services for a while. I don't know if it's actually even on it there. I remember having to go to YouTube back in the day, but maybe in the past 2 or 3 years, I got that on record. It was I found it in a bin, and it was one of those shining moments that I have it now on record. But what was so cool about that record is that Fleetwood Mac was in the studio recording when they had Peter Green still, Peter Green, the blues Mac time. And down the hallway was when Buckingham Nicks was working on their first record, that, one self-titled record, and that's how they all met. but it's so neat because it sounds like Fleetwood Mac. It's like a bonus Fleetwood Mac album from that era because they brought their sound so much so into Fleetwood Mac, and like that kind of like changed their sound forevermore. But it's so neat. Jack says, I blame my parents for giving me a bedtime. It's like you just want to do it when you're younger because it feels like that's when all the cool shit happens. That's so true. That I feel that too. It's like, wait a second, no, let me get tired. What are you guys doing out there? Looking like around the corner and trying to figure out what's all going on. I can feel that exact same way. And honestly, the sleep though, that's improved a lot. I also started taking vitamins and trying to eat as healthy as possible. I started working out again a little bit because I'm an outdoor worker-outer a lot of the time, and wintertime, I do not like being out in the cold. So my workouts go right down the drain. So now that it's getting warmer, starting to move more, eat better, sleep better, and then I don't have drugs in my system. So that's helping as well, I think. A lot. And as a musician, probably didn't help. Man, we are alike, yeah. And yeah, definitely a lot easier to get to bed earlier when you go to the gym, right? Man, I definitely feel a lot of similarities to what you're saying there, being around that type of stuff. And I mean, honestly, I always relate a lot of things to like filling cups up in the brain. And when like I've finally like had enough of something, I feel like, the cup runneth over type of stuff. And I just think that like that cup was so large, that addiction cup, and it took me so long to, that surface tension that like a glass of water can have, and you can almost have more water than, is in the cup. It kind of like has that dome thing to it. I'm like, that's exactly where it is, or maybe it just kept overflowing or whatever, but it just seemed like that dome would never break. But finally, like, the wall hit, and 20 years, I feel like also mentally it was a place, but also like something I could hook to, but also I could feel my memory, and my brain was just so shot. And also, just in our age, man, and like I said, I'm 38, so it's one of those things like I need to push in life and follow my dreams, because that's, why we're here anyway, right? But, what am I going to do? Just, throw it all away because I was kept on getting high, I did for 20 years, and now it's like just time. And I'm glad that cup was filled, I think is what I'm saying, because now I work still in a lot of music late at night, and I smell the stuff everywhere. It's like a constant thing. And I'm around drinks, I'm around people imbibing, and I don't feel the draw to it because I feel like that cup is full, thankfully. I don't know if that'll always, I feel like it'll always be that way, because I feel like so exhausted and done from that world and life. But right now it's like just kind of interesting to observe, and like even now there was a skunk outside, and maybe it got hit by a car. I'm not sure, because it has been pumping. But even right now, just having that skunky smell in the air, it's a weird thing. It's like, of course, on my 100 nights there, we got skunk in the air. But yeah. So on the next 100, I am going to keep doing the workout, keep doing the sleeping well, lots of vitamins, eating well. But I also want to try and do more like brain training things, more memory-based games and stuff like that. Jack says, I feel so hard on all that, man. I feel you so hard on all that, man. I left you a comment on another video. You left a really nice response on, hey, bro, thank you. I'm the high-function opiate addict guy. Bro, I remember your comment, absolutely. And I remember responding back. It is so awesome to hear from you. We seem like we've traveled a pretty similar path through life. I agree. I remember thinking that when I was talking with you on there, or when I commented back. It is so awesome that you're here. Thank you for tuning in for this, Jack. That is so great. I hope you're doing well and that you're feeling good on your path too. I know that, that's also we have a like thoughts in there, and the struggle's real, man. And just be kind to yourself and know that I'm here and love hearing from you and support you no matter what you're doing, man. I can tell you're a good dude, and it means a lot that you came back and said, "Hey," on night 100, man. So I want to also just catch up of what did we do today? So today, I had lessons at the place, so I made sure to get everything in order around the house, and I spent much of the day doing that, but also talking with someone. It was really great, and catching up with really close friends. Like, a lot of my close friends knew that it was day 100, so people were calling and just being there. It was awesome. Jack says, "Hell yeah, thank you for playing for us. I'm getting some music in the direction of being done, and I'll throw up a stream, and hopefully I'll see you in there." Oh, Jack, that would be awesome. If there's any way that, when that happens, if there's any way you could hop on and let me know, I'll give you a shout out on the stream 100%, and I will go right on over there and check you out, bro. That would be awesome. I would love to hear it. And proud of you for doing that. That would be great. So yeah, I was so thankful. I heard from a lot of my really close friends today, and that was a beautiful thing. And they're just all so wonderful. I really appreciate them. One of them is out in LA, one of the best drummers you ever hear, man. He's just so wild, but he also has had this path of addiction, and so he has been sober much longer than I think he's much is a relative term, but longer than I have. But he also goes to meetings, and he is just such a smart individual too, and has some really supportive things to say. So it was just awesome to hear from him. And so that was Greg. I heard from Jake and George and all kinds of friends. So it's just the sweetest things, and heard from you, which is awesome. Jack says, "For sure, dude, I'll be around on your stream. I'll let you know. Thank you. Have you found that you're connecting with friends more now that you've got some sobriety under your belt?" What a good question. 1,000%. It was like one of those things that I was always so high that I felt like there was a cellophane wall in between me and basically everything. I wouldn't really look people in the eye that much. There was a lot of shame, and knowing that I'm not pursuing my life in the ways that I really, really wanted. And, there would be different levels of friends that would know what those thoughts and plans were. So, the ones that I've known longest, maybe I had the hardest time, kind of I'm always honest with them, but kind of the hardest time just looking them in the eyes and knowing that when they see me, they see a really high person. But honestly, it's also with new people. With new people, it was always my brain was on anything below 50%, never more. It was definitely 20% and below, really. And so I felt like that was really obvious too when talking with people. So I wouldn't give them my all in conversation, really shying away from stuff, and definitely leaving functions as soon as I could leave so I could get right back home and get high again. And now I am staying out longer in a healthy way, and seeing people and talking to new people. I've even met awesome people, which I wouldn't have met if I would have, not been able to look somebody in the eye or wanted to go right home. And sometimes just not even go out because I would be comfortable home and high. So I would say, you probably touched on what I think is maybe one of the biggest benefits, Jack, is that I can be around people again in a more authentic way. And that is just so important to me. And I see my bro Russian in the chat. What is up, my friend? Bro, 100. Awesome work. Congratulations. Be proud of yourself. Dude, thank you so much for commenting and for coming on in here. It is so awesome to see you. Triple digits, bro. We are not going to drink together today. And congratulations to you and your journey. I am proud of you, and I am so thankful for your comments on all the videos. I can't even tell you. I've mentioned you on a bunch of different streams and how much your words of encouragement has meant over the time. I was just telling Jack in here that one of the biggest benefits I've seen is that, I can interact with people again instead of kind of shying away from all of that. So I'm so happy for that. And life is kind of starting its upward trajectory, like every day, just like maybe like one little click in a positive way, And that's right, Russian. I will not drink with you today. Sounds great. So I'm really thankful for that. I've got things I'm like looking forward to, and that is awesome. I'm really looking forward to this weekend, and I think that is like just awesome to have future plans that I'm excited about. And so I think that really wouldn't at all be happening if I were still high. 100% would not be happening. I wouldn't have met these people, and I wouldn't have had the capacity of mind to interact with them, So that's one of the big reasons I would recommend it, is like if you want to just be around people again and have like some heartfelt things, that's a definite thing that happens. So I'm here to encourage it, and so that's what's been going on. More brain activity, and then in the next 100 I'm really going to try and encourage that and do like kind of like memory games, or try to encourage some type of memory stuff. Jack says, I read that if you're 1% better at something every day, that at the end of the year, I think you're like 36 times better than you were. Imagine after 5 years. You should check out the book Atomic Habits. Let me write it down real fast. Thank you for the recommendation. Let me see here. Atomic Habits. I feel like for some reason I might have heard of this. Atomic Habits audio book from James Clear. All right, I got it written down on here. And that sounds awesome to be, just one click over, 1% better. And that's what I feel is like now after the 100 days, is that I think when I first stopped, though, it was like kind of like a bit of a nosedive, because my body was going through so much of like, and it was just the worst sleep I've ever experienced. It was like torture level insomnia, true torture level. And, just that detox period. But then it started clicking back up from there. And I'm excited for it. Kat Lynn, what is up? Kat Lynn says, congratulations. Oh, it's awesome. Thank you for being here. It's so good to hear from you. And thank you for being here on the journey, too. You've been here for so long and so encouraging. I've appreciated you so much. Jack says the book Atomic Habits has helped you a lot. It's all grounded in science. That's my jam. It's like we can feel these things, and everybody has feelings. I mean, we're humans, and we have this consciousness thing that we can't explain, which might be the fabric of all the universe, But when science can start proving all of these things, or not being able to prove things, and the only thing that could like click in there is the maybe consciousness, It's just awesome when science can marry the two together, and I love that. Hey, hearts to you too, Catlin. I really do appreciate you being here, and we did it, 100 days, yay. So yeah, I'm going to check this book out, Jack. Thank you for that. I really am. I could use all the recommendations, and I was just saying, like, I want to start doing more brain things in the next 100 days. I want to read more, do more brain games and things. I'm trying to get some, firing up there in the synapses. So I'm here for recommendations, you guys. And yeah, tomorrow I have a day that I can work on cleaning stuff, getting things in order. I got a lot of different writing to do tomorrow. And Saturday, awesome plans, and I can't wait to let you guys know about Saturday too. Russian says, gotta run, keep going. You keep going too, Russian. Honestly, appreciate you so much. And thank you for dropping in here and leaving some comments and saying, hey, it's just the best. Kellen says, I woke up to go to the bathroom, and what an amazing milestone caught. Oh, that is awesome. That is some beautiful cosmic timing right there. That really is. That is awesome. That's how I felt when I first popped on the stream. I saw one of my, favorite times come up, and I was like, all right, go live now. And look, it worked out. So thank you. I'm, sweet dreams for the rest of the time, but thank you for stopping in too, and being able to be here for the milestone. I'm so excited, and honestly, crazy grateful, for all of you all out there. It's doing this every single day has been really special for me, having you all as my accountability partner, because, I'm alone all the time, and so it's nice not to be so alone. So thank you guys, and thanks for your support. So, yeah, I want to see you guys tomorrow evening. We'll see what time I get on. I'm hoping I have a few more songs, a little bit more time, and maybe not on at 1:36 a.m. Try and maybe push it earlier. We'll see. But I'll definitely be chilling on Friday and have some good things to share with y'all on Saturday, hopefully. But I will. And yeah, for everybody out there listening, everybody watching back, please take care of yourselves, because you are also worth that in your lives, And thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for everybody in chat. I want to go ahead and start wrapping it up and start bringing the energy down and embracing that sleep time a little bit. So, all right, everybody. Peace and love. I hope to see you all soon. Thank you so much. Jack says, sounds good, man. Catch you soon. I'll catch you soon as well. And I hope you feel good. Thanks, guys. Night night.